20. It opened. The girl found a key inside the safe. The key has a tag with warehouse written on it. You picked up the warehouse key. Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here, and we've returned back to a girl's fake story, Shoujo Gidan, however you want to call the game in itself. Now, I'm finding this game much better than the previous incarnation of a girl's eerie story, Shoujo Kidan, just simply because of the functions that the game gives you. Okay, so we need to find the warehouse component of this jail environment, and with that we hopefully will be able to make some progression within this game, because at the moment it seems like we're in a bit of a bind where literally we can't really see anything. And I was hoping to find some clues as to actually get 20 on there, but unfortunately I had to go starting from 0 and make my way up to 20 to solve that puzzle. Now I need to find somewhere to use this key. It won't be here. It'll have to be somewhere else in this environment. It might actually be up here in the door over here. Just look at this. Used warehouse key. Okie dokie. Let's use the telephone first though to save. Just in case you know we may, well, meet our demises here. Okay. All these boxes. A box moist with something strange. Just what is inside it? Mirror. With me on it. Somehow the aura of this place is unpleasant. I can't tell whether it's the air or something else. At any rate, it's an unpleasant atmosphere. Quickly, shall we get out of here? Let's not. Let's just look around and see what we can find, rather than just succumb to the eeriness of our heads. It seems like this box is empty. Thank you. The boxes are in the way, but observing carefully, there's a gap big enough for a child to pass through. There seems to be some space, although I'm afraid it's too narrow for me. It could be dangerous, but we try to cross it. Not at this point in time. It reeks of blood. There's a letter here. Will you read it? Yep. To Yuko. What you are doing is wrong. I sympathize with your circumstances, but for that very reason I cannot allow more sacrifices. To begin with, things like curses and the like do not exist. They do not exist beyond words. Besides, you especially should know just how stupid it is to be manipulated by something like that. If possible, I'd like to talk with you once more. It's still possible for you to rectify your path. Mr. Yuko, just who might it be? Maybe she's related to this place. Even so, I wonder if it's true curses do not exist. Fingers to boxes. Fingers to boxes? What do you mean by that? That has no reference to anything. The gap between the boxes disappeared. Oh, fingers. So there are 6 fingers. There are 6 things resembling human fingers inside. What are those? Why are they here? Fingers to boxes. So there are 6 fingers. And there are, I would say, 5 boxes. It could be 30, multiplication. No, that's not the case. Fingers to boxes. Unless we're just doing this in number base, so therefore 65. There we go, it opened up. Inside the safe, a girl found some matchsticks. He picks matchsticks. Now what is this? Yeah, that doesn't seem to be too good for us. I resent him, I resent him. If only that man who took the village from me, that man who stole my life. Very unique niche in its own way. But what do we have with us? Some matchsticks found in the room full of boxes. No, I did not want that to show up. Please go away. Thank you. Sorry about that. I was meant to press escape, but instead I pressed to F1. I can't proceed down there, that's fine. The light seems to be removed as much. There's a box there. 2 figures. Oh, what happened? Did you feel bad? Your face looks like a fox cheated you or something. Just what happened to you? Oh my, are you still concerned about what I said? I'm telling you, it was a joke. Just a joke. Yes, just a joke, you know. Who is inside which box? Not even I can tell anymore. It took me a long time to make them, so the contents must be rotten already. That's right. Although I was only making the boxes, I got sick of it. So somewhere midway I tried changing the design a little. There was a child who didn't seem to remember me, you know. I met him when he was really little, so it couldn't be helped. He was the first of his family to flee the village that day. The day you killed that village, Big Shot. The day of our household was destroyed. The day the box was broken. The day my village was broken. Was it in the death anniversary of your little sister? That was such a shame. Had you been smarter, that thing may not have happened. After all, it isn't limited to the death of your sister only. That day, the child abandoned the village and was the first of his family to run away. Do you want to hear what happened to him after that? It's like a very funny joke. Do you want to hear? Oh, it seems you want to hear. Do I now? I don't think I do. We've woken up this time without the girl in our face. What was it? Was it an illusion or perhaps a ghost? I don't believe in ghosts, but what about Red Girl? What about the Red Girl? There's nothing else inside. Fingers to boxes. So literally there were 6 fingers inside and 5 boxes were in the room. It's just a simple putting the numbers together. Not multiplying, but just simply putting 6 and 5 either side together. So let's go back. When the girl returned to the room full of boxes, she realized that Tsukiko wasn't there anymore. The girl wondered where she could have gone to, and she was strucken by anxiety again. Oh dear, can we actually really trust her? That's a problem. She tells us not to break the trust that we had between one another at the start, when she just looked in our eyes. But something tells me that she's going to be either a... Yeah, sometimes you get that horrific version of ourselves. Going insane almost, as if were. Okay, so she's... Okay, no, she didn't move the boxes. The guy tried to burn down the boxes with the stick matches, but they don't burn well. No, they do not. But maybe we can use the matches on something else. A shotgun trap is set here. So it tells me we should walk to the west, but let's pick up the red phone first. Two routes. Key for choice box. Okay. I'll have to do screenshots of everything so that if I'm stuck I can revert back to the phone call. So over here. Oh, this pathway is extended now. This was originally just a closed off scenario, but now we can enter it. Once again it's locked. Like other things, everything is locked in life. It's all good though. Who the hell are you? There's nothing useful. There's nothing useful. Okay, that shadow is looking at us. Now it's disappeared. Oh dearie me. The girl could see something sticking out from above the shelf, but she couldn't reach it. It seems that if she used a foothold, she'd be able to reach it with her hands, though. Or ask our friend, who's taller than us, to reach for it. The girl noticed a small piece of paper placed on the desk. It's a label of a room of sorts, and there is, I would say, two distinctive features. Number one, the little marker that's placed between the two rectangular drawers, and number two, the circle placed below the right drawer. On a piece of paper, was what looked like a cluttered drawing of the layout of a room. What could this mean? You picked up scribbled paper. I'm glad we could pick it up rather than keep referring to it. Another one for the screenshot pile. I love making screenshots of things because it simply means you don't have to refer back to visual clues again. There's a burp coming up, so that's why I hit that. Okie dokie. Yeah, this insane horror stuff is pretty nice. The horror factors are definitely here in the game. It's pretty unique in its own little way. It's sort of like how .flow delivered the horror in that game. I've never seen a Yamaniki fan game of that sort of atmosphere before. Never that sort of darkness, that sort of perpetual feel that you're going to be in danger. Anyway, there's no more of that game. Hi there. There's something. The girl found a key lying on the floor. You picked up medicine room key. I will throw this piece of paper wasted to... Hey, you discarded... I would want to keep it. Yeah, we can't read what's on the wall anymore. Okay, this has not been translated. Unless it's meant to be like this, and therefore touche, but I can't read this writing. It could be Japanese Unicode, Japanese symbols, things resembling that language, or local environments. Okay, so we got a medicine room key, and that's really good because it means we can access medicines, unless of course all the medicine in that room has been scrapped, removed, discarded. Anywho's. Save up and let's proceed onwards. A game with a phone. What could it be? How is this a clue? We're trying to recall how many times that they've said that. I don't know. But I'm glad we discovered that nonetheless. But I just want to see if our friend has returned back to their room. I never know. So it's up here. No. Okay, what about our room? Not here neither. Okay, let's proceed onwards with the story in hand. And hopefully we shall not be captivated by any sort of paranormal entities anymore. Although the likelihood that will happen is a certainty. Just like this, for example, this blooded hallway. We can't read the clue on the wall. What the heck happened here? So we need to run away from it? But how can we run away from it though? Unless we can only run upwards. Oh, I've also forgotten that we can actually run. Okay, that's a good asset. I don't think we could be able to do that. Nah. Let's go back this way. What can we do here? Unless we need somewhere to hide. Oh my gosh! Okay, we can hide here then. Those eyes are looking our way. Where are we now? Okie dokie, these are bodies of some sorts. Are we still within a nightmare of some sorts? The box. I hope to build a box to stop the curse of the village. The curse of a box. Everything must be put inside the box. This pain in my chest, the pain of my breath, this feeling of oppression in my body. My heart cannot stand any more of the melancholy, fear, this sense of loss. Ah, Sama, my most precious Sama, please solve the curse that haunts in my body. Please kill my past. But how did your past came to be like that in the first instance, I wonder? We're back here again. Nicely done. I would like to find a telephone of some sorts. We won't go in there just yet. We'll find a telephone, we'll save up, we'll go back in there. See what's in here then. Let's read the letter first though. There's a piece of gossip. So there's a piece of a gossip magazine on the desk. We read it, most certainly. A disastrous murder case occurred in a mysterious village deep inside the mountains. Through our investigation, we've managed to discover the truth of this village. According to our investigation, this village was controlled by a single belief, which seems to be a subject of awe for villagers. It appears that the villagers believed in a box and a Miko, whose role seems to be the employment of said box. At a glance, the story resembles those about possession. But then, why is it a box? What is the box? Its relevance in this instance is unknown. From here onwards, this article is torn. Scraps to make up an entire story. It doesn't open. But yet, that has that. Oh, I'll get out of here then. Is there anything in there though? You were hiding in there. When the girl opened the locker, she found Tsukiko inside. Something happened to her. Her body seems to be shaking. Morgan-san? I'm glad. After you went there, a weird man came into the room. He started to chase me. He was hiding his head inside this weird box, and he had a hatchet in his hand. I didn't have the time to warn you, so I ran away. I'm glad you are safe. Did something strange happen to you? The girl told her about the red ghost girl. Excuse me, ghosts? Are you joking? I'm telling you, I was almost killed by some lunatic. Don't you understand it's not the time to be telling jokes? Yeah. You're the one who's probably telling jokes to me. How could I know that you were chased down by some weird person? That person could be a serial killer. It's not the time to be scared of things like ghosts now, is it? No. Ghosts. Are you sure you saw that? Well, I believe you. Still, there's no doubt this man is far more dangerous than he goes. Next time we meet him, let's run together. I still don't trust you. Doesn't matter how evil your glance is into my eye, I still do not trust you, young madam. Yeah, so I'll just take it from there. You are not to be trusted, but you are be able to reach up here then. This girl could see something sticking up from above the shelf, but she couldn't reach it. Oh, what is this? Looks like there's something up there on the shelf. We can't reach it. Morganson is dangerous. I'll take it. Yes. All right. Yes, here it is. This, seems to be gasoline. I will carry it since it's heavy and dangerous. He picks up gasoline. We could use it on the boxes and possibly use the matches to light it up. Rather throw the match rather than actually just set up the gasoline and then the torch. And then boom, we die from the fire. Here we go, telephone. The big, lovely, dark telephone, which will give us access to the possibility of recollecting our thoughts. Lies. Contradictory. Lines. Lining. And now, threat. Deceit. So what are you trying to persuade me there? Are you saying that I should not trust my partner and the actions they're telling us are deceitful. Okay, we try using the gasoline and setting fire to it. I believe that's a good idea. That's dangerous. Let me take care of it, Bernie. Please step aside. I'm a big, strong girl who doesn't need to have guidance. You know what, the hell is nice. I started a fire. Since it's dangerous, why don't we shelter in that room? Oh, you mean that room? Until it blows up. I'm tired. Let's rest for a moment. We aren't supposed to be able to rest, because we don't know when we may be attacked again. What should we do next time we encounter him? That's right. Still, there's some gasoline left. How about we splash it all over him? With some matchsticks in hand, it could be considered a threat, and rather effectively too. Speaking of which, who might it be? Why us, I wonder? And were there other victims before? Just for what purpose? Although there may not even be any purpose at all. Hey Morgan-san, why do you think people become insane? Just why does it happen? Morgan-san, if a person murders others, do you think of that as madness? Is this where an ending diversion is going to occur if we select one option over the other? Because I like to think that. So we might just go from top to bottom. Yes, that is so. It's crazy. Something like that. It's wrong, isn't it? I think the fire has gone out already. Should we head out? The choices were made determine the ending, so I'm willing to think that if we save in a different save point next time, then we will be able to proceed through. Okay, so this has gone out, and we can proceed through this area now. All good time. All good times. Oh my gosh, it seems like a friend here is being put to their demise. There's a letter here, will you read it? Tsukiko. Oh, it's Tsukiko again. Where are you now? I'm happy you left the letter for me, but I want to see you again. I will cleanly admit the crime I committed. However, destroying the box wasn't it at all. Just as you said, the box was a necessity for the people at that village, for those who believed it was an absolute truth. And yet, please do not forget about that child, our little sister, who was unjustly demonized, and met such a terrible end. It's just a truth that blind faith leads to dangerous consequences after all. Besides, I heard you too have been terribly abused. That the people who feared the curse would worsen treated you as a scapegoat, probably. Actually, that wouldn't have happened had I not destroyed the box. Sorry, I really confused myself. I know that you bear a grudge against me, but still, even so, I want to speak with you one more time. Why in this place? Why in the world should I have the considerations of that? Well, howdy. I love the fact that the environment has changed up, I really do. And now it's normal again. That's probably a one-time thing. I remember an Easter egg like that in the witch's house where the frog died by the snake. And then when you actually walk back into the room for the second time, you can literally see the insides of a frog. So that's just literally how that goes down. Okay, it's a one-time thing. Or it could be a rare occurrence, we never know. Who has seen the sin? Somebody has seen the sin. Although they betray a truth, there's a single lie lying amongst them. To redeem the four sins, reorder them, and mend them with the correct order. Who's the one who lied? What a foolish person. So there's corpse, sin, child, deceased, murder. I can't read that. Caucasium. And I can't press escape to escape this. This is a feature that's lacking in most RPG Maker games, is that if you're stuck on a puzzle, you can't actually exit out of it, and it's really annoying. I bet we're going to lose. The doors are... What? Did we do it right? Pleasurous murdering. I came before... Okay. Did I do that in the right order? What the heck? That was so lucky. I just did that blindly without reading the hints. There's something behind us. Ah! Well, okay. What the heck was that all about? Ooh, foretells the story here. Japanese writing. Bodies everywhere. Blood everywhere. This guy again. You know, it's all a good time. This again with the two box individuals. Falsehood, deceit. Distrust, jest. It's just a cool game, don't you think? Enjoying the limits, the boundaries of a line that must never be crossed. Ah, in that village, liars were cursed, I think. How cynical is such a nasty joke. To think that Miko is a liar, and that she'd kill the village survivors. Nobody would have been able to picture it. Ah, that's right. There's no choice. The curse must be terminated. The village is ruined. The administrator, our house. That's because you said a big lie. Yes, it's about your little sister, the demon child. She was such a beautiful girl, with a pure skin that was almost transparent, and deep red eyes similar to glass beads. A girl like that, it'd be been better if she was killed the moment she was born. Things like the demon child curse do not exist. You said so yourself. And yet, here we have this disaster. The household collapsed, the box was broken, the village was destroyed. Our character keeps coughing. You were wrong. You've understood now, right? Curses are about to affect reality. Reality isn't as clear as we think it to be. What are you staring at right now? What are you hearing right now? Where are you right now? Who are you right now? Even if you're looking for a response, I can already tell you that you are wrong. Aren't you misunderstanding something? I made them a puzzle run, actually. Well, that's just great. Very good. Just who are you? As you can see, I'm already done for. I can't stop the bleeding. My vision is blurring, and it's cold. I'm even starting to see strange things. A crowd of girls are laughing. They're about the same age as me. They all hold boxes in their blood-stained hands. They keep telling me to get inside the box. It's unrealistic, don't you think? Yes, all of this. If I actually died like this, they're going to put me inside a box, aren't they? That's too cruel, isn't it? It's too cruel. Since a long time ago, when I had an accident, I became insensitive to pain. Nevertheless, being able to touch my bowels feels disgusting. I've already vomited multiple times. It's too cruel. Life is too cruel. but you can manipulate life to do what you want it to do. In that disregard. Pressing onwards. I didn't save. You have a point. That's a version of ourselves. There's a dead corpse inside the locker. Although it looks like me. It looks like Morgan. No 4-4 breakages right there. Let's go up here then. Well, what the heck? What do we do here? Oh, what the heck is happening? Why are you in such a place? They seem to do their thing in intervals. And there's these little things as true. Yeah, I thought that was something with that dot in the middle. Right, there's a wire over there. Running is dangerous. I understand running is dangerous. But what do we do with that? Theory. Let's try running. Yeah, we die by running. If we walk, then we won't die. Good. We'll proceed on this side. 2 equals 10. 3 equals 12. 10 equals 26. 12 equals that. Right, so this is a mathematical equation in itself. So the increase from 2 to 3 is 1. So by and large, I think it would be entirely plausible that 12 is 30. There's a piece of paper stained with blood on the floor. Will you read it? Good. Main a finger and press for deceased. Main tenfold and press tenfold until no finger remains. The head of a household himself must disembowel and cleanse the body of the blood ravine. She shall then live in austerity within the house of a box for 10 days and 10 nights. Akin to those 40 a monster, she will produce for herself a box. Excuse me. Whilst eroded by hunger, madness and sickness, she said place into the box fingers, hair, bowels, and mind. One's heart and one's soul shall be consumed within the box, and the box will speak and see for the Miko, sensing not be the truth. Amongst its truth lies prophetic visions, yet even in those it cannot deceive. This voice shall bring about prosperity for the village, yet none have withstood these trials for the last 3 generations. All has descended into insanity. Right, so this village that the game is obviously referencing to is important to the story in itself. I must find something to put inside. There's something behind there. It's locked. Yeah, but what is it actually showing? There's obviously a figure behind that. Locked. Right, there's a fuse box over here. Was it 30? There's something shine deep in the hole. Yes, I shall. Maybe that's a very bad decision. You picked up a hole key. Okay. So 30 isn't the correct answer. 414, 516, 618, 720, 822, 924, 1026, 1128, 1230. So why is that incorrect? Why is it incorrect? I'm struggling to figure out why that's incorrect. Unless it could be something else entirely. Right, we need to slow down our pace. There we go. Right, there's something else we need to discover here. Go in this room. Right, so we should avoid going near those. But at the same time, they do give us something which we need to rely on. Even if I try pressing the buttons, there's no ringing, it seems to be broken. What else is here? Anything I've pressed matters here, it will not open yet. Fine, but it's good that we discovered that anyways, because these have come along. Box, 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 box. Everything references to the box. Go through here. Oh, damn it again with that. Oh, we can't go back that way. I tried all 100 combinations and we get the same sound effect regardless, so I'm thinking that if we just leave it on 30 then something will happen later on. Because this is 30. 12, then you go to 10, 3 goes to 12, 4 goes to 14, 5 goes to 16, 6 goes to 18, 7 goes to 20, 8 goes to 22, 9 goes to 24, 10 goes to 26, 11 goes to 28, 12 goes to 30. That's just how that process goes down, but unfortunately we don't get anything out of getting it correct. Running is dangerous. Yes, I get that. But unfortunately we have not got anything to work with. If we go near those spikes, we're just going to die. Exactly. That is the entire synopsis of that. We go near one of those spikes, we're just going to die. There's nothing we can do about it. Goodness sakes. Inspect the telephone. There's no response from the telephone. So there's something else I need to do. Goodness sakes. 8, 12. I'm just looking at the number of spike holes that are in here. No, it can't be 12. That would be 10. And that would be 12. Yeah. 8 and 12. But what would that actually represent? Like, these things in here. Nothing's really making any sense. That's a problem. Like, that won't open. Box is there. Box is there. It's impossible to go back to try and save. That's what... Oh, actually is here. No, it's not impossible to go back and save. Okay, we're going to do that then. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and we shall see each other next time of Shoujo Gidan, or otherwise known as A Girl's Fake Story. So have a good day and take care of yourselves.